Art. What is it, and what does it mean? The question of art is a tricky one, and it's a question that's always been central to art and artists. But what art means is going to be different, not only between individuals, but also between different societies and cultures. A major question I've always found about art is, no matter what it is and what form it comes in, what value does it have? Not just for the artist and the audience, but for the wider society in which it's created, and for the world. There is no doubt that art is intrinsically connected on some level to the human psyche, and there's also no doubt that art can affect the human mind in many ways. In the ancient world, philosophers were already discussing this idea. The great ancient philosopher Plato said that art is a representation of reality. But is that a good and necessary thing, he asked. Plato thought not. Plato thought that art was a distraction from more important things, like truth, knowledge, understanding, and reality. Another ancient philosopher, Aristotle, was in opposition to Plato in his beliefs about art. Aristotle said that art could be beneficial and that it could help human growth, understanding, and development. In the modern world, there are many proponents who share Aristotle's idea that art can be beneficial to individual self-development. For example, some people say that art can have healing properties, that it can be cathartic, and that it can help with human self-understanding and individual development. Art helps children develop their physical, social, cognitive, and emotional skills, while helping children to nurture their imagination. On a more general level, art is valuable for several reasons. For example, art can function as a form of personal self-expression, but it can also affect communities and provide a shared sense of being together. Furthermore, art can express knowledge and understanding which cannot be communicated simply using words. And for cultures, art can be a ceremonial thing and can be used to commemorate or celebrate something important within that culture. If you take a look around many communities and societies, art really can be found everywhere. From theatres and music halls to art galleries and museums, art can be enjoyed by young and old alike, and governments can take a strong interest in the arts and can develop funding programs for art and artists. And art is taught at all educational levels, from preschool through to university and beyond. Art is a visual medium, which means it has a lot to do with aesthetics. And therefore one of the benefits of art can also be to develop an aesthetic sense about the world and also about artistic quality. But while the benefits of art are often listed and lauded, some people will say art can have very negative effects and that art exists to corrupt and distract the human mind. And this resembles Plato's view of art. Both Plato and Aristotle agreed on one thing, and that is that art is a type of mirror. This means that art is really representational. But what exactly does art reflect? Does it reflect reality, or is art just a distortion of something? If you look through what artists themselves have said about art and representation, their perspectives are very different. For example, Degas once said, "Art is not what you see, but what you make others see." Picasso said, "Everything you can imagine is real." And Frida Kahlo said, "I don't paint dreams or nightmares, I paint my own reality."